No, 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 no. 13 minutes. You're here forever. Is this? Okay. No. What? Mm. Blah, blah. What? Who is it? Scary cop.
In the following video, a concerned mother is recording her daughter, who just told her that a guy is inside her room.
Hey,
What guy?
The guy.
I already don't like this.
The guy is at
I
the
haven't watched
door.
Bizarre Bob in forever.
Guy.
I'm excited.
Can we go together?
Yeah.
Why are you going together if you're
Do you want to
concerned
open the
that there's
door
a
or you
guy?
want mommy to open it?
I want mommy to open it.
Okay.
Why are you taking your daughter?
He's in there.
The guy?
Yeah. He's scary.
He's scary.
I'm scared.
It's okay.
Like, it directly said that she was concerned.
No.
No one appears to be in this room, yet strangely, Jessica's daughter sees someone who she says is scary. Now, despite there being nothing alarming, there is something in this room that's worth noting. The playhouse in the center is a space where Jessica's daughter often plays in. Most of her time is spent playing or eating inside, which is why Jessica decided to renovate the playhouse to make her feel more at home.
For a house tour of Emma's playhouse. Then Emma, I'm gonna show them the door, okay? She really wanted it to have a doorbell camera like our front door, so I put on.
From the color of the house to the same doorbell, every detail was inspired by the actual house they live in. However, only a few days after remodeling,
Aww.
something strange had occurred. On the night of January 3rd of 2025, the doorbell camera started to
Oh,
record.
this is recent.
Now, this only happens when someone is at the door and near the doorbell, but upon being activated, the camera recorded this.
Hey. Hey, shit. Where's my... There. I didn't like... That's not fair. You cannot have a wig right there. I genuinely thought that was just a person that was about to go... Ooh. Damn child number... Oh, it's a ring doorbell. I was like, was that the toy that looks like it's projecting light? Or is that Julie? What is that? I keep thinking that man's gonna just jump at the camera. Where are you? Oh, yay! It's not AI. I want to use an AI voice filter, but I don't know. I don't know if my computer can handle that and WORL and OBS. It's not an AI voice filter. I wish though. Those are really, really cool. Those are really good. It's Yeah, it's a manual voice filter. No! Fuck you! I saw that walking. Is she possessed? What the fuck is that?
Jessica was completely baffled as she wasn't expecting the door to open on its own. If it was just the doorbell going off by itself, then one can say that it was just a technical issue. But then, this happens. The door continues to swing open for just a bit, when suddenly, the hair on the mannequin is seen hanging in the air before abruptly falling down. There doesn't appear to be anything that could have caught the strand of hair, and the way it falls makes it seem like someone or something had loosened their grip on the strand. Now this whole situation gets creepier when considering that Jessica's daughter occasionally sees a guy in her room, but this guy is never seen. While no evidence of this man exists, there appears to be evidence of something else, and it's not the only evidence that Jessica has. One night, before heading out to a dinner party with friends, she gets a notification from the doorbell camera. Take a look.
I was just about to head out, and I started getting a notification that the doorbell in my kids' room upstairs is going off.
You better not be letting the daughter feel fucking traumatizer. Like, I would just, like, assume that a mom wouldn't do that, but I am no longer
If the
surprised
video
by what
before didn't
sociopathic
disturb
parents will
Jessica,
do.
then surely
She seems
this
like a
one
really good
did.
mom, though.
It starts off again with the
She
doorbell
got a fucking
seemingly acting
$300
up,
camera
but
for her
unlike
daughter's
previously,
playhouse just because she
someone
wanted
or
it.
something is
Sorry,
heard.
$80? I don't know how much ring cameras are now.
Listening through the doorbell's microphone, Jessica and her babysitter hear a distorted noise mixed with someone speaking, but whoever is talking doesn't appear to be saying anything intelligible. In fact, it sounds like someone chanting or speaking a different language. It's hard to say honestly, but there's no denying that
Oh, they're
something
like
about this is
$50
pretty
though.
unsettling. Whether it's the activity in the playhouse or the mentioning of a
Or
man who
cheap
can't be
ones,
seen,
cheap ring ones are
Jessica is
the
thoroughly shaken up
Ring
and
Video Doorbell
concerned.
3 is
The playhouse has been taken apart
$172.
ever since then, but still, from time to time, Jessica's child says that she sees the guy.
What guy?
The guy.
If no one is there, then what exactly is her daughter being afraid of?
Ah,
Now the following video was submitted to me by Connor M, who was home alone when this happened. The house that Connor lives in is on a street where people's homes often get burglarized, but despite living in a dangerous neighborhood, nothing could have prepared him for what occurred in his
Whoa.
house. Connor briefly describes the events of that night. In his own words, I was alone. My daughter
I'm
stayed over at
playing
my
Pokemon
ex-wife's
Go
house.
until it gets
My
to the
dog
good
was
part.
outside.
I just
I'm
caught a
still
shiny
shaken up
Galarian
by
Stunfisk.
this.
I was like, wait,
It's
the
late at
colors
night
don't say-
when Connor
Oh,
hears shuffling in the kitchen.
because it has a...
This is his footage. Watch.
If anybody's here, I'm calling the cops.
It has a Unova form too, and its colors are supposed to be Nova ones. So I was like, wait, that doesn't seem right. Oh.
God damn it. No!
One knife. Yeah, that was a knife.
No! No!
Somehow, a knife launches off and flies straight towards Connor. Thankfully missing him, the sharp blade lays close to his feet. But had he stood any closer, this video would have had a rather unfortunate outcome. From fearing that someone broke into his house to encountering this, Connor was immensely terrified. As he states, when it comes to things that can't be seen, there's no telling when the knife in your kitchen might fling itself at you with no apparent cause. Now that's creepy.
This is the 100th one, though. I was hoping for something a little
On
bit more
December
than...
9th of 2023,
Wait.
a hospital surgeon is
Something you
freaking
don't
out
see, that's
after
something
seeing
you don't
something
see.
that she couldn't believe. According to her, she was inside the operating room filming a video for her surgical students when she had to stop and leave immediately. As she states, something was watching her. Now this video comes from a social account that doesn't post anything like this. All the videos on this page are purely educational and meant for students who want to become surgical technicians. But this video, however, was posted for anyone who could help explain this. Tiffany has no idea what was captured, but hopes that someone does. This is her footage. Watch.
At chromic catgut, the difference is, I'm so sorry, my brain. Okay, here we go, back. Okay. So here we have two different kinds of sutures, polypropylene monofilament and chromic catgut. The difference between these two is that this one is dissolvable and it's animal derived, and the sutures last anywhere from 60 to 90 days.
Don't go in the house! Don't go in the house!
Literally tearing up right now. I saw it. I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. Can you please just show yourself?
No. I don't think I can.
Just give me a sign. Do whatever you want.
I did that with a flip phone I had. Oh shit. I did that with a flip phone I had, the witching hour on Halloween when I lived in Furman, Missouri, in a super, super haunted house. And, I got a lot of stuff. Alright. Oh.
what was meant to be a simple lesson on sutures had turned into something out of a nightmare. Tiffany writes that she had caught a glimpse of a figure standing at the window, which then quickly fled away to the other side of the hospital. It was brief, but terrifying enough to put Tiffany in a state of shock. She couldn't exactly tell what it was that she saw, but based on what others have reported seeing at this hospital, Tiffany thinks this may have been the so-called ghost of this place. Almost everyone there has either seen or heard something strange, and for some reason, it's the women's restroom that's by far the most haunted. For this reason, Tiffany hurries over to the spot, but nothing is seen. That is, until minutes later, when this is captured. A door opens on its own, and eerily, a dark figure rushes past the automatic doors. But even more unsettling is the fact that it quickly moves from one side to the other. Its fleeting motion only makes it creepier. Now to this day, there's only 1 or 2 videos on this account that talks about this incident. Aside from those, not much has been said about this. But unfortunately, as with most videos, this one remains a mystery. Now the source of this next video is unknown, as it was submitted to me by someone who only sent this clip. However, they do give some information. According to them, this clip originates from a city in Brazil where a man noticed a strange-looking person in the middle of a road. Whoever this person was didn't seem to be acting normal. In fact, this person wasn't doing anything, as they weren't moving at all. They were frozen in place, unbothered by anything around them. But after the man took a closer look, he quickly began to record. He was filming just in case no one would believe what he saw.
Yeah, I don't like that.
A figure resembling a person is seen standing still. However, no head or chest is seen. Only the lower half of this body is visible. But as if more parts of this body couldn't disappear, the figure completely vanishes after a motorcyclist crosses its path. Now, there is nothing. It's as if the figure had hitched a ride with the motorcyclist after passing by. Now, whether or not this was supernatural remains a mystery, but as always, I'll let you be the judge on what was captured. Just what could possibly explain the partial figure that was caught on camera? On December 21st of 2024, a mother named Anisha posted a video that her son recorded while the whole family was asleep. The reason he recorded this video was to capture the elf on the shelf toy moving when no one was awake. He's 4 years old and believes that the elf actually comes alive and does all sorts of mischievous things around the house. Many young kids believe this, as it's become a trend for parents to mess up their house and tell their kids that the elf did it. However, Anisha's son really wanted to see the elf do its thing, so he places a camera directly across the elf toy and films it overnight. The next day, he checks the footage and sees something that scares the living daylights out of him. He immediately shows his mom, and she too gets freaked out by the footage. This is what they saw.
Can I pour some in my cup?
Yee! Although that...
Thinking that her son actually recorded the elf moving, she watches closely, but what appears instead is something way more terrifying. Like a scene out of a horror movie, the silhouette of a child appears briefly on camera before disappearing in a flash. The child doesn't move, yet somehow disappears without moving an inch. But by far, the creepiest thing about this is the appearance of the child. Many have noted that they look extremely thin. Some have even gone as far as to say that it looks like a corpse. While this detail doesn't really help in figuring out who this was, it does make the figure creepier. Doubtless, Anisha believes that a child spirit was caught on camera, and like her son, she believes that they wanted to see the elf come alive. But just like the child, it doesn't move. To this day, this video continues to baffle Anisha. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. It's late at night when a man named Taylor immediately takes out his phone to record something in his girlfriend's house. He's by himself, and for the first time, he's hearing what his girlfriend often hears at night but never records on camera. At this moment, the sound of someone walking back and forth is heard from upstairs. The thing is though, no one else is home except Taylor.
My front camera is smashed, but I'm here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now. I always say it's not haunted because the house is a little old. But it legit sounds like there's somebody upstairs.
The house being a little
I
old
will
is
swing
entirely
on
why
a
it
ghost
could
or
be
if it's
haunted.
a person. I don't care. Who's up there? Oh my god, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Is that him swinging on it? What the heck?
Eerily, the sound of charging footsteps is heard descending the staircase and heading towards Taylor. And as promised, he delivers. He lunges at whatever it was that was heading towards him. Although losing his balance
That
upon
was a
doing so,
swipe.
he
That was
continues to
swipe.
record on the off chance that something else happens. Unfortunately, nothing does. But at least the sounds from earlier have stopped. Now, while most people tend to run away from paranormal occurrences, it is refreshing to see someone do something different. But as some believe, it might be best if he didn't confront the ghost in this house. Regardless, ghost or not, it is nice to see a different kind of reaction.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. Also be sure to check out the official TikTok account for this channel. That being said, until next time.
Ooh, yeah. That was disappointing. That was disappointing for the 100th one. But I don't know, man. On one hand, like, if you feel
On
like
July
it's
20
something
of 2023,
on one hand, it's something that you feel like you're passionate enough about it to go on for 100. I feel like you should, like, every so often when you're like, oh, that's a really good one, you should save it for the 100th. But at the same time, after doing 99 videos like that, I can't imagine too much passion. Well, I don't know. That's weird. It's dude's been doing it for a while, so I can understand both sides of it. But I just really wish that was a really good one.
radio station in South America was airing a live broadcast that left many viewers feeling disturbed. The footage was broadcast online, so those who tuned in were totally creeped out. In the broadcast, viewers were introduced to a special guest named Antonio Zamudio, who according to the host is someone who's had a history of paranormal experiences. Antonio talks about these experiences, but when he talks about one instance involving a clown doll, the whole studio goes quiet. Viewers could tell that the atmosphere in the room had changed. Everybody was feeling unsettled, and even more so when Antonio showed footage of the clown doll. In the video, Antonio shows a close-up of the clown, which he says was given to him by a family who found it at a garage sale. But after they took it home, things got very strange. They decided to give it to Antonio given his experience with the paranormal. But one night, after setting up static cameras to record the doll in case anything strange happens, he captures this.
Hey! You fucking won.
Somehow, the doll moves on its own.
It fucking
Looking
dabbed.
closely, it appears to move by itself at an upright position before running across the room. Understandably, Antonio was just as baffled as he was terrified. It made sense now as to why the family seemed utterly spooked about this doll. Something wasn't right with it. To this day, Antonio says that he keeps it locked up in a glass case, given what happened that night. It's unknown if anything strange has happened since
Yeah,
then,
turn it off real
but
good.
until any updates are
Scrap
given,
it.
the
That's a
question
good idea.
remains, just how exactly did the clown doll move on its own? On July 28th of 2024, a certain video was shared among many residents of a town where something quite peculiar had taken place. It happened right outside someone's house at around 7 p.m. Those who live here had thankfully caught the event on camera via surveillance footage, but the video itself is just part of the reason why neighbors are concerned. Whatever happened here had sent someone to the hospital. It was immediately after knowing this that residents of this neighborhood became terrified. The following is what was captured. Watch.
And it's that person walking in. What the fuck? What the fuck is... What are you looking at? Oh, the guy was in there. He just got smashed. What the fuck?
What looks like a flying object appears to strike the man from inside the house. Now it's worth noting that he's okay, but he did need a couple of stitches afterwards. But strangely, he doesn't recall what happened as the impact was intense. Not much else is known about this occurrence, but like most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just what exactly was caught on camera? On September 20th of 2020, a father decides to record his two sons during a playful activity. Both his kids are engaged in a playful wrestling match, with each one trying their best to beat the other. It's a tied match, as it looks like neither one can win the game. Well, that is, until one of them gets distracted. It's unclear as to what he's seeing, but his full attention is given. In fact, he's so distracted that his opponent takes this opportunity to beat him. Although capturing his loss on camera, something else was captured that neither of the kid's parents could explain. While looking at the video he took, the father sees this.
Yeah, kill him. Kill him.
Eso pa eso es.
He's killing everybody. Oh, I don't like that at all.
Eso pa eso.
As the father sees that his son is fixated on something, he points the camera to where he is looking, but he doesn't see what it is that's so captivating. Whether he missed it or it simply was not visible, the camera had caught it. In the closet, a face is captured, but like something out of a nightmare, it doesn't move and stays completely still while seemingly staring at the camera. Whatever this is just stays in its corner, but when the father pans the camera to the same spot after turning away momentarily, it's no longer there. Although taken in 2020, there hasn't been any further info on this clip, yet still, no info is needed to make this footage any creepier. While there has yet to be any updates, viewers continue to speculate as to what exactly was inside this wardrobe. Now this next video comes from a man who, while being alone at home, spots something out of the corner of his eye. It happened while being in his living room scrolling on his phone. For some reason, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him. Paranoia was getting the best of him, as he thought, so he tried his best not to think much of it. But just when he started to ease up, he sees it. A figure standing at his window. He immediately takes out his phone to record it on the off chance that no one would believe him. Now we don't see the figure on camera, but something else happens that terrifies him to his core. This is what he caught.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard I'm freaking out.
do like when it does that. Like, yeah, this is boring.
There's something in this house. There's something in here. I'm telling you. No, no, no.
What initially comes off as just a video of someone being paranoid is in fact footage of something completely different. This is made obvious by the sudden movement of kitchen items, but even before that, the man's overwhelming sense of unease makes it clear that something strange is going on. Whatever it might be that's happening, the man hopes to get more of it on camera, and even if he doesn't, then at least he can rest assured that this was captured. On the night of October 4th of 2024, a young couple watch a scary movie that's already been seen by the boyfriend. It's his girlfriend's first time watching the film, and it's exactly how he imagined she would react, completely scared. It's for this reason that he films this video. It would make for a funny clip, but little does he know, this film watches. On the night of October 4th of 2024, a young couple watch a scary movie that's already been seen by the boyfriend. It's his girlfriend's first time watching.
Can I not say Exorcist? This actually, I'm sure this will evolve into ghostiness. There was actually, back when I was a teenager and living in Herman, Missouri, it was, October, so I was wanting to do Halloween stuff. So, like, every weekend I was doing, like, scary movies with my best friend, John Gale. And, probably shouldn't say his full name, but anyway, was doing like scary movie marathons, and he wanted to take like we were watching stuff, and I was fully invested in the show or in the movie. I think it was 28 Days Later or something. But I was fully invested. No, I think it was Insidious. Insidious, maybe. Anyway, um, and he takes a picture of me. He's thinking that he's gonna catch me like getting scared, and I don't get scared because I don't scare. But as you all know, he had the flash off and everything, so I don't even notice. He's like, "That's really fucking weird." I'm like, that's really weird. I'm like, "What?" And he calls me over, and the picture of me caught, I think, like two or three just bright blue orbs near me. And it wasn't from the TV screen. It wasn't from. It was just. It wasn't caught until. I don't know, man. Like, it was just really weird. But yeah, that was so. It just brought back that memory of this.
Watching the film, and it's exactly how he
Why does she have? Is that a tattoo, or is that her sleeve, or is she cradling like a creepy doll? What is that?
imagined she would react, completely scared. It's for this reason that he films this video. It would make for a funny clip, but little does he know, this exact moment would be anything but funny. Now, viewers agree that it's already creepy enough that they live in a house filled with clown dolls and other horror-themed items, but what was captured beats any of those things. As they watch this movie, this is caught.
And of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, by this sign of the Holy Cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit.
It's not even scary.
It is scary.
It's not.
Look down and pity.
You killed your mother. You killed your mother. You killed your mother. You killed.
I also I tried to watch Exorcist when I was like 20, 21, something like that. I think it was 20. Yeah, I was 21 because I think that was when I was the correctional officer, and I tried to watch it, and I was so bored. It's not scary. Like, I can understand why, like, what, this came out in the 70s, right? So I can understand why movie audiences, like, 50 years ago thought it was really scary. But it was just, I was so bored. Then I watched The Babadook, and that was really good.
What was meant to be a funny clip of his girlfriend's reaction turns into something they would see in their movie. Out of nowhere, the clown doll on the wall moves. Unaware of what just happened, she continues watching the film while the boyfriend remains speechless, as it seems that the doll had come alive. While some think that the film had something to do with this, the couple believes that something else was responsible.
Whatever. Is that crazy? Is that crazy or did I just get rated? Hey, boys. What the fuck? Chat wasn't... I'm sorry, guys. Chat wasn't showing me that anyone was talking. That chat... I had to restart my app. How are you guys? Hi. Who's Ramasuri bot? Who's who's watching me? Ramasuri bot, what is that? There's Panther. There's Goody Nikita. There's Crazy. What is Ramasuri bot? What view?
As it turns out, they live across a cemetery that's quite literally down the street from them. The following is the girlfriend's footage. Take a look.
My scary clown video. Okay, so I thought I'd show you that I actually do live across the road from a cemetery. Normally this stuff doesn't scare me, but the clown kind of did.
So then, according to viewers, it's no wonder why the doll had come alive. It only makes sense that watching a scary movie near a cemetery would lead to this. But as always, you be the judge on whether or not this was paranormal.
And like I said,
Just
there
what
was,
exactly had occurred that night?
watching scary movies when my friend got the picture of the orbs near me.
A man from Poland is walking through a secluded forest when he finds an abandoned house. However, there's something about this place that doesn't seem right. Oddly, for some reason, the owners of this house had left most of their stuff behind. It's as if they had left in a hurry. Not sure as to why there were still things inside. The man walks around with caution, thinking that someone might still be there. But as he checks out the place, things take a terrifying turn. Watch.
Ew. Even my room or my apartment isn't that messy. What the fuck? Why is the cross upside down? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why did you place that fucking messy, dude? Why would you do that? Like, when it's messy enough for me to be like, ay, that's bad. Like, it's really bad. I'm a messy person, it's just how my brain is. That's bad. sounded clean, dude. What? What?
Out of nowhere, the house comes alive. Things move on their own, and a musical box begins to play by itself. Although we don't know the property owners' names, their pictures can be found throughout the house. But whoever they were, they must have left the place at once for obvious reasons. It's unknown where this house is located, but given what happened in this video, there's no need for an address. Whether actually haunted or not, the setting of this place is creepy alone. But of course, let me know your thoughts on this one. In the following video, 3 friends are alone at home when one friend decides to call their mom after something scary had occurred.
I should be home in about 10 minutes. I need you to stay calm though, okay?
Okay.
So calm, quiet, keep the door locked. Alright, do not go out of the room whatsoever.
All 3 friends are locked up in this room, and for good reason. Earlier, they heard a loud crash from downstairs and other noises emanating from all over the house. They had thought someone had broken in, which is why the police were called.
What does it sound like?
I thought it was just like a big thud and then...
So you heard glass shatter?
Yeah.
Now this is where things start to get strange, because apparently, after searching the whole place, the police found no signs of things started to get... They heard a...
So calm, quiet, keep the door locked. Alright, do not go out of the room whatsoever.
All 3 friends are...
Quiet, 10 minutes.
Let me know actually haunted, but given what happened in this video, there's no need for an address. Whether actually haunted or not, the setting of this place is creepy alone. But of course, let me know your thoughts on this one.
With my big toe. Drive.
In the following video, 3 friends are alone at home when one friend decides to call their mom after something scary had occurred.
I should be home in about 10 minutes. I need you to stay calm though, okay?
Okay.
That reminds me of a lot of phone calls I had with my mom.
Alright, do not go out of the room
Scary
whatsoever.
shit was happening.
All 3
in
friends are
Herman.
locked up in this room, and for good reason. Earlier, they heard a loud crash from downstairs and other noises emanating from all over the house. They had thought someone had broken in, which is why the police were called.
Did it sound like glass? Was it metal? What does it sound like?
I thought it was just like a big thud and then...
So you heard glass shatter?
Yeah.
Now this is where things start to get strange, because apparently, after signs of forced entry or any clues to suggest that someone broke into the house, with no indications of any trespassers, the police leave the property. However, after watching the footage recorded by one of the friends, the teens noticed something very alarming. Before the police arrived, all 3 friends decided to investigate the noises and presumably take matters into their own hands if needed. But during this time, something happens that prompts the friend who lives in this house to pack his things. They were spooked, to say the least. This is what they caught.
Okay, it's fine. Okay.
There, they can have that.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you soon. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Apparently, one of the friends had noticed something moving in the dark. Although we don't see it on camera, something else is seen that none of the friends had noticed until watching this video much later. In case you missed it, this is what was caught. Eerily, something can be seen moving behind the railing. In a swift motion, this mysterious object passes by without making a sound. It almost seems to be floating, given how it seemingly glides. But by far, the creepiest thing about this is that a face can be made out. It's hard to see at first, but watching this again, certain features that a face would have can be seen briefly. Its uncanny motion and closeness to the ground have led the group to believe that a ghost was caught on camera. To them, it looks as though a floating head had passed by. If only they had seen this before the police arrived. As they state, who knows what they would have said about this. While the supposed shadowy figure they saw was enough to scare them, this would have definitely scared the living daylights out of them. As always, let me know what you think down below. At around 9 a.m. on a Monday morning, a teenage girl named Mildred Neva wakes up to find her dog snuggled up on her blanket. Rarely does her dog ever do this. For once, her dog has finally chosen to nestle up in bed with her and her sister, who both share the same bed. Although initially caught off guard, she proceeds to grab her phone to record this moment. But as she records, something happens that leaves her extremely terrified. After looking closely at the footage, she saw it. This is what she caught.
Yeah, it's really cute. Oh! I don't like that.
According to viewers, it now makes sense as to why her dog had suddenly decided to snuggle up in bed. Either someone or something was in the room. The only other person inside was Mildred's sister, who was lying in bed beside her. But whoever, or whatever this might have been, is completely unknown to Mildred. They just seem to appear out of nowhere, before vanishing in less than a few seconds. This definitely spooked Mildred, but it's the zoomed-in screenshot of this clip that keeps her up at night. As many viewers have noted, something about this image makes them feel immensely uneased. Just who or what was this? On August 27th of 2024, a store manager watches footage of something that happened earlier while sounding pretty nervous. He immediately ran to his computer to pull up the video and save it, just in case no one believes him. Something happened as he was unpacking boxes, and he knows that he caught it on camera. In fact, many things happen in this footage, but it's what happens towards the end of the video that terrifies him greatly. Ever since then, he's been watching his back, hoping that it doesn't happen again. The following is the store manager's footage. Watch.
We'll get back here for you guys to give you a better view. Look at that. And I'm just like tripping, like, what? Okay, but pay attention to this area right here.
I can grant that they
Watch.
they could teach justification correctly. But so what? It's not what I asked you.
Is that you? Look, I'm here by myself. Nobody's here. It's just me. See that? Come out. I'm not afraid of you. Is that you? That threw down the box earlier? Come on out. You don't scare me. Come on out, pussy. Always trying to mess with me.
Oh, of course you don't mean you're not scared. Baby key, baby key, baby key, baby key, baby key, baby key.
No. Hell no. Hell no. Let me see. Hold on. Where am I? I'm here. Where am I though? Look, there I am, right there. Look, you see that? You see that? Nah.
Oh yeah, grab this.
No.
As if the store manager wasn't already spooked, this happens. Recorded by the camera pointing at the side entrance of the store is this: the manager's hair lifting on its own. Or better put, getting tugged by something unseen. It's the sudden yank on his hair that sends him running in a panic frenzy, making him think that someone was messing with him. But upon watching the security footage of this incident, he sees that no one was behind him. If no one was there, then whose forceful pull did he feel? While some viewers believe that this might have been the ghost he was calling out, others don't know what to think. To the manager, however, he knows exactly what this was and believes it's the same entity that's been messing with his store. But of course, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or had something else happened to explain this incident? Let me know what you think down below.
Nothing else happened to explain the incident unless he has a fucking green screen suit.
At around 3 in the morning, a truck driver is heading northbound on the I-57 when suddenly he begins to panic. Something had just appeared in his field of vision, and whatever it was, it made him feel terribly disturbed. The person driving is known as Ken McGill, and throughout all his road trips and delivering goods, nothing as unsettling as this has ever occurred. Not sure what he saw, he pulls to the side of the road and reviews the footage captured by his dash cam. Looking at the video, he was glad to have pulled over far away from what he'd seen. This is what he caught.
She can go meet up with him and see if she can get him to confess. And it's a tough decision, I'm sure, but Amy ultimately agrees. She wears the wire of Chuck, and she...
Out of nowhere, a person dressed in white appears close by. They almost seem to come out of nowhere before leaving out of sight. It happens quickly, but not so fast that it's overlooked. Ken is no doubt thankful that he caught this, but he's also completely terrified. And for good reason. Only a day later after posting this video, an accident had occurred at this exact spot. Reports indicate that those involved in the accident saw a lady dressed in white in the middle of the road, causing them to swerve their car to avoid hitting her. However, when interstate police looked at security footage that caught the event, they only saw the car swerving and crashing, but not the lady they claimed to have seen. It appears that they swerved for no apparent reason. While those in the accident swear that they saw a woman, Ken believes that something supernatural had appeared. Whether ghost or not, this whole incident continues to baffle him. In the following video, a nurse working at a hospital decides to go inside a room where many doctors and nurses are afraid to be in. The room in question is located on a floor that, according to rumors, is haunted. It isn't known if the rumors are true, but apparently, after what was captured, it may be the case that something truly strange is happening on this floor. On March 9th of 2021, a nurse known as Shanae Richardson pays a visit to the floor in question. On this floor, there's a hidden room that for some reason is blocked off from access. So, one night, Shanae decides to enter this room. She had gained access by asking a custodian to open it for her. But little did she know, this was a bad idea. Watch.
So everybody wants to see what's behind the door, so I'm back and I'm gonna show you what's finally behind this door, okay? Alright, so one more time, this is everything that's wrote on the door behind this door in this hospital, and it's been unlocked, so I'm gonna go inside. I'm scared.
It happens quickly, but in case you missed it, here it is again.
Did I actually see that?
now makes sense as to why Shanae had suddenly shut the door. Out of instinct, she had backed away upon seeing what looks like a face staring at Shanae from a distance. Its disembodied head seemingly stays in place without moving an inch, or at least it seems like that, because apparently viewers claim that the head can be seen moving for just a bit. She wasn't exactly sure what she'd seen, but whatever it was, it prompted a sudden urge within her to leave the space immediately. It was only after watching the video that she saw what it was. Not much else is known about this incident or what occurred afterwards, but until there's an update, this incident remains a mystery. In this next video, two friends are exploring an abandoned paper mill with extreme caution. Aside from the fact that the old mill has potential hazards all around, there's another reason why both men are treading carefully. Rumor has it, the old paper mill is haunted. Now both friends are known as Kenneth and Justin, and they've set out to explore a place where residents have either seen or heard unexplainable things. One resident recounts a time when he and his friends saw something pretty creepy. And they've set out to explore a place where residents have either seen or heard unexplainable things. One resident recounts a time when he and his friends saw something pretty creepy, heard unexplainable things. One resident to explore a place where residents. Another reason why both men are treading carefully. Rumor has it, the old paper mill is haunted. Now both friends are known as Kenneth and Justin, and they've set out to explore a place where residents have either seen or heard unexplainable things. One resident recounts a time when he and his friends saw something pretty creepy.
Yeah, most definitely. The paper mill's haunted as shit, because I went there the one night, me and my buddies. We all went over there, and we were drinking a little bit, but yeah, my buddy caught it on camera that like something ran behind us.
No kidding.
On Snapchat, like he caught it on camera and everything.
Dude, I'm gonna be down there.
Now there's a lot more stories from others who live near the mill, but the reason Kenneth and Justin are visiting the place is not because it's haunted, but rather to see what's left of it. This is a hobby of theirs, and the old paper mill in Austin, Pennsylvania is on their list of places to explore. But little did they know that something terrifying would happen while being there. Both friends are exploring the old mill when they find a dark space beneath the building. They head down and capture this.
Hold on, I want to get that lower, closer down here.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's bad, real
See it right
bad.
there?
What is it?
A bone.
Bone. I don't see it. Oh, it is. What the fuck? Holy smokes. What was that?
No, I don't like that.
Hello?
Yep, get the f out of there. Yep, no more of that.
Did you hear that?
Oh yeah.
What was
I
that?
have no idea.
All of a sudden, a disembodied voice is heard from the darkness. Both men, upon hearing this, run away in a frenzied manner, as it seems that someone or something had responded. It almost sounds as though a child had responded to them. But assuming this was an actual kid, the question arises, what's a child doing in a dark cellar of a building that's been abandoned for years? Now nothing strange happens afterward, but throughout the trip, you can for sure tell that they were left disturbed. Just who, or even what, had been there? They have no idea, and they don't plan on ever coming back to find out. In this next video, a child is getting ready to go to school when something very strange happens. It was on a Monday at around 7 a.m. that this happened. He was packing his lunch for school at a time when no one else was awake. It was just him, alone downstairs in the kitchen. This is where the mother claims to have heard her son screaming out of his lungs in the most gut-wrenching manner. The video captures this, but there's also something else that's caught that no one in the family could explain. This is their footage. A voice with perfect clarity is heard on camera.
perfect
The
clarity with
mother's
enhanced
son claims that
audio.
it came from the kitchen, yet no one had been downstairs during this time. The whole space was empty apart from her son being there, but as it seems, he wasn't alone. Now this whole incident gets even creepier when listening to the story provided by the mother. According to her, this is what happened after her son came bolting into the bedroom upstairs.
He said that he heard a voice coming from the cabinets that said to him, "How did you find me?" Where he dropped his noodles, he ran upstairs,
Well,
came busting in my room,
find
telling
him.
me to get mine because somebody was in the house. We started hearing footsteps. I mean,
How
big,
did you
heavy
find
feet
me?
coming up the steps.
As she states, the sound of footsteps going up the staircase was heard just moments after her son came running into the room. Everyone else had been inside the
Yeah, I'm
room,
kind of
so she
terrible.
had no clue as to who was on the staircase. Either someone was actually there, or, as many believe,
Alright, I had to answer. I had to answer some DMs on what's it called? Discord. Yeah, let's do this. Uh, that thumbnail is not convincing me. Yeah.
It's the dead of night when a group of friends dared to step inside a long-abandoned hospital. They wouldn't have ventured here alone, but the challenge proved impossible to resist. Something about this place isn't quite right. At first glance, Felix Pone's hospital in Santiago, Chile, appears deserted. No doctors, no patients, just empty corridors and the faint hum of electricity. Oddly, the emergency lights are still on, casting sharp shadows that stretch across the peeling walls. Somehow, their eerie glow only makes the moment more terrifying. What happens next is caught on camera, is really terrifying.
Familia, estamos aquí en el hospital Felipe Borne. Son las... ¿Qué hora es, familia? ¿Qué hora es? La 1:08. La 1:08.
It happens in the blink of an eye, but if you look closely, you'll spot what seems like the shadowy outline of a person slipping right behind the...
Right in front of the guy's jacket.
It happens in the blink of an eye, but if you look closely, you'll spot what seems like the shadowy outline of a person slipping right behind the group of friends. No one saw it at the time, and they only realized something. A group of friends seems like the shadowy outline of a person slipping right behind the group of friends. No one saw it at the time, and they only realized something was off much later when they watched the footage. Clearly something was there, though it's hard to say exactly what. For a moment, you can make out a small figure, yet disturbingly, it remains unseen by everyone present. Because of this, they've come to believe that it must be the restless spirit of a patient who still doesn't realize they've died. Ghost or not, whatever was caught on camera remains a haunting mystery. Steve, a TikTok user, has been recording unsettling encounters with various spirits for years. He frequently posts his chilling findings to TikTok, where he captures eerie voices and bizarre anomalies. According to him, several spirits roam his home, yet one in particular, Tina, seems especially active. After installing a security camera in his bedroom, he woke up one morning to a notification so disturbing it sent shivers down his spine.
This is really a great capture, and my wife and I are actually asleep on the bed when this happens.
What's that dog?
In the dead of night, his dog suddenly leaped off the bed, a behavior Steve insists is extremely unusual. After a brief stretch, the dog froze, its gaze locked on something near the bed. Then, without warning, a disembodied voice echoed through the silence. Steve replayed the footage over and over, convinced he could hear the words, you're a friend. Late one night, while Steve was sitting on the couch downstairs, the security camera in his living room recorded something unsettling. In the dim hallway, a pale figure appeared out of nowhere. It stayed only for a heartbeat before darting upstairs, vanishing as quickly as it came. Steve stood alone downstairs, stunned and unsure what he had just witnessed. Whatever that thing was, it definitely didn't resemble a person. I respect his courage for continuing to live in that house, despite all these strange occurrences. Personally, I'd be on the next flight out of state before nightfall. On December 14th, 2024, Caesar checked into a notorious hotel, whispered to be cursed. During his stay, he recklessly attempted to reach the other side by using a mirror as a gateway and offering his very soul as a conduit. He believed this ritual would let him speak to entities beyond our world, but in doing so, he unleashed a terrible force. Shortly after his attempt, Caesar blacked out and later came to, covered in his own blood. Now, back at home, he realizes that something sinister has followed him. Unexplainable occurrences haunt his house, and ever since that night in the hotel, his newborn child has been wailing each evening without fail. One night, while Caesar is alone with his sleeping baby, the infant suddenly starts screaming. At that moment, Caesar grabs his phone to record. Watch closely.
Escucha. Ahorita ya estábamos dormidos y mi bebé empezó a llorar de la nada y se empezaron a escuchar cosas como llantos. ¿Escuchan eso? Es que no me creían que se estaban escuchando cosas en mi casa. Vente, mi amor. Vean, el control está aquí. Yo estaba volteando para cargar a mi bebé porque se estaban escuchando muchas cosas. Vean, escuchen. Vente, mi amor. Vente, bebé. ¿Soy yo? ¿Soy yo, se movió? ¿Se alcanzan a escuchar también?
Bangs echo through the house.
This is proof that evil exists. Dolly Flesh was a YouTuber who created stop-motion animations, and all of them would end in really disturbing ways. Aside from the way they ended, the storyline behind these would include murder or animal
Yeah, they're the ones that have the telephone.
cruelty.
Now, right?
A character he named Itchy the Clown was clearly his favorite and was based off of John Wayne Gacy. It's clear watching the videos that John Wayne Gacy influenced some of his decisions, but sooner or later the claymations would no longer do it for him. On May 7th, 2019, he posted to Twitter, "I think I'll purchase some hamsters soon as a form of company." About a week later, he uploaded a video titled "One Kid, 3 Hamsters," where he showed off his new companions. The day after this video, he stabbed, drowned, and microwaved the hamsters and uploaded it to YouTube. May 25th, 2020, he was arrested for the cruelty of animals and was released on just a $1,000 bond. During his trial, he was asked why he even did these things, to which he responded, "I was bored and I enjoyed watching them." If you want to see more true crime, make sure to hit the follow.
Yeah, that's an actual sociopath.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some seriously freaky videos, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content, just like this.
And last time we were out, I caught some footage that, quite frankly, has me a little spooked. And I haven't quite decided if I want to show it yet.
In a chilling departure from their usual adventure-filled content, the YouTube channel Voyager Overland captured an unsettling anomaly during a camping trip to Ruby Falls in the Alberta Rockies. The viral footage, recorded under the cover of night, reveals something eerie.
Oh, hello. Bye-bye. Hello.
As described by the uploader, the mysterious being was seen lurking around their jeeps while the campers slept, unnoticed by their grandchildren. The climax of the video comes when the creature appears to spot the camera and moves closer, offering a chilling close-up that leaves viewers shaken. The uploader confessed the experience has made them rethink camping altogether, holding onto the footage as compelling proof of this bizarre encounter. Unlike their usual uploads of scenic overland expeditions, this video has captivated and unnerved viewers, igniting discussions about what truly lurks in the wilderness at nighttime. Nestled in Hamptonville, North Carolina, the Trivet Clinic is often cited as one of the state's most haunted locations. Built in 1932, the building originally served as a hospital, later transitioning into a nursing home, detox center, and private residence. Over the years, its walls have been borne witness to numerous deaths, creating an atmosphere steeped in mystery and unease. Paranormal investigators recently delved into the clinic's layered history and eerie reputation, capturing compelling evidence of unexplained phenomena. During its brief tenure as a hospital, the Trivet Clinic was the only healthcare facility in the area run by Dr. William Trivet. After his untimely death from pneumonia just 6 years later, the building stood vacant until it became a nursing home where even more deaths occurred. Stories of ghostly figures, disembodied voices, and shadowy presences abound, with some visitors claiming to see a figure peering at them from an upstairs window. During an investigation of the property by the YouTube channel Paranormal Quest, the session takes a chilling turn in the basement, a space historically used to house psychiatric patients.
Oh, bye.
Just checking, the XLS is not putting off. The K2 meter. Whoa. REM pod, temperature change.
Oh, the REM pod's the temperature. I thought it was
Hello?
energy.
Accounts suggest that the patients were once chained to the walls for their own safety.
Perhaps in this area over here, unfortunately, some of you were chained to a wall back here. If that's true, could you show up on my camera here? Just stand right over there.
Using advanced paranormal tools, the investigators document a series of unusual events.
Far away.
Okay, that is really weird timing. Thank you.
On the upper floors, the team conducts an Estes session, a technique that uses white noise to facilitate alleged spirit communication.
Okay, that one's better. Ready?
A chilling voice comes through.
I thought I heard a man say leave. A deep man's voice said something about kids.
The investigation culminates in a ghost tube seer session, which generates unsettling images tied to the clinic's history.
Okay, we've got a foggy scene with a tree on either side of frame and a shadow person holding what looks like a long cutty thing that we can't say on YouTube.
These visuals seem to echo the stories of confinement and control.
It looks like a very distraught man. Okay. Sitting down, and it looks like a very man with more importance, I guess. Like menacing? So, yeah, with his arm around this person, and he's got a very creepy look on his face. Could be a doctor and a patient, but I don't want to jump to conclusions.
This clinic seems to have captured the essence of a place where history and the paranormal intertwine. While the true nature of these eerie encounters remains unknown, the investigation sheds light on the clinic's tragic past and enduring mysteries. Visitors and investigators alike are left pondering who or what still lingers within the clinic's weathered walls, making it a must-visit destination for those seeking a brush with the supernatural.
Far away.
Okay, that is really weird timing.
A gente vai entrar, já chegamos.
When popular TikToker Natalia Valente decided to explore an abandoned asylum with a group of friends, she captured the adventure on camera.
Entramos. Gente do céu. Tipo, tem muita coisa ainda. O clima aqui é bem pesado, bem mesmo.
As the group make their way around the property to the old morgue, the camera holder inadvertently films something genuinely creepy. See if you can spot it.
Os outros lados, que é bem escondido da La Rosa, que é onde o povo ficava, tipo, real presaço. Bom, a gente tá indo agora pro necrotério. Eu tô, tipo, agora eu tô com medo. Agora eu tô com medo, amiga. Olha isso.
There appears to be several ghostly-looking figures watching the group from the broken windows
O povo
above.
ficava, tipo, real presaço.
While their appearance is brief, if you slow the footage down, the figures seem to have blank, zombie-like expressions on their faces. However, despite their rather creepy appearance, it was suggested that they might actually just be some homeless people who were checking out the noises below. This certainly could be the case, but even so, the fact that no one in the group seemed to notice them as they kept exploring the facility is quite eerie on its own. These people might have been following them from the shadows throughout their entire exploration.
Olha isso.
So what do you think's been caught on camera here? Are the mysterious figures homeless people? Or does the footage really show the ghosts of this long-abandoned asylum? This next video was posted to Facebook by user SquatchWatch1. Take a look at what it shows. Allegedly filmed in the Appalachian Mountains, the chilling clip captures what appears to be a mysterious creature. Initially, the figure is difficult to discern, but towards the end of the video, viewers get a clearer glimpse of this strange beast. While many viewers suggest it could be a giant mountain lion, others are unsettled by its face, which seems to exhibit faintly human-like features. The Appalachian Mountains, long shrouded in mystery and folklore, have been the backdrop for countless paranormal tales, from shadowy figures that vanish into the mist to eerie cries echoing through the valleys. Legends of cryptids like the Wampus Cat and human-like creatures such as the Wood Devils have fueled imaginations for generations. These stories, often rooted in Native American myths and local superstitions, tell of strange beings that blur the line between the natural and the supernatural. This recent footage adds another chapter to the mountain's mysterious lore. Could it be a manifestation of these ancient tales, or is it simply a misunderstood glimpse of wildlife? As with many Appalachian mysteries, the truth remains tantalizingly out of reach, leaving viewers to wonder what truly lurks in these ancient woods. This next clip is super unnerving to say the least. It was uploaded to TikTok by user Nicholas Lauteru, who captured it from his car. Take a look. We can see what appears to be a woman pacing back and forth. Yet as she does so, she seems to move with an unnatural gliding motion. Her bizarre behaviour continues for a whole 2 minutes and 42 seconds, which by itself is creepy enough. However, as the video continues, her pacing appears to get faster. As you can see by the pedestrian who walks past and the intermittent vehicles in the area, the footage hasn't been sped up at all.
No, no es normal eso.
Yet the figure in the window keeps pacing at what seems like a supernatural speed. There's no telling how long she actually kept the movement up for either, as the video ends with her still pacing back and forth. What do you think's going on in this strange video? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. During a UFC event featuring high-profile attendees Donald Trump and Kid Rock, an intriguing video shared by Temple Franco to our Slapcam official community on Facebook has left viewers scratching their heads. Take a look. The footage shows a dark object zipping across the screen.
Friends, I have no friends. What's up?
On May 5th, 2024, TikTok user Coco Bear Hikes posted a video of his journey while he was hiking across the entire Appalachian Trail. And that's when he heard gunshots nearby, seemingly in the middle of nowhere. And while not overtly paranormal, it did give him pause, thinking he could be in danger. And since he was not armed himself, he began to record for his own safety. Here's that clip. Take a look.
There it goes again. It's gonna be 4. And so it's like a really weird place to shoot. I think the trail goes that way. So like, maybe it's just me being paranoid, but I have like a weird feeling. It's like, why the fuck are you shooting right off trail? And only 4 shots. Maybe he only has a 4-shot gun. You can hear him moving. So it's not. I'm just like sketched out, you know, like a little weirded out.
Now it should be noted that many commenters were quick to speculate as to why they were shooting in such a remote area, with some commenting that he had every right to be sketched out, and while others said it was completely normal. But given Appalachia's notoriety, it left him a bit more paranoid. You can follow the rest of his journey over on his TikTok account. But as always, let me know what you think. This next creepy video comes from Dee's Dark Adventures over on YouTube. I'll tag it in the description below. And after hiking on a strange trail near the Appalachian Mountains, she begins to be hunted by something in the distance, and it does not go well. And even after making it out of the woods, it still continues to follow her. Here's that clip. Take a look.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, shit.
Hi. Yep. Yep. I can't go home. Please, I'm leaving.
Yeah, you're doing the worst fucking thing you could do right now. Yeah, you're acting like it's critical instant. Oh.
What is that?
What? What's with the music though? I can't take this seriously in the slightest. Oh.
No!
person, man. But no person. No fucking person. Stop.
Stop.
I need a person. I need a person. Ah! It just keeps getting up and down, up and down. Stop. Fuck, I can't run.
Oh, I thought those were fucking people following the trees or whatever.
Somebody drive by. Somebody drive by.
Although it may be hard to tell, once it follows to the edge of the tree line, you can see it in a crouched position and seemingly stand up on two legs. And you can tell she was terrified. But let me know, what do you think about this in the comments below. This next video comes from TikTok user Erica's World, and she lives near the Appalachian Trail. And one day, while driving across an off-beaten path, she sees pairs of shoes hanging along the trail in multiple states of repair. But not just any shoes, she sees women's high-heeled shoes. Feeling a bit creeped out, she decides to turn the car around and go back and film just how many she saw. And she stated that she's never seen anything like this, and decided not to call the police. Here's that clip.
Stated that she's never seen high-heel shoes. The bitch is broke.
Now, there was wild speculation in the comments as to what it could mean, but she has since stated that she's going to find a different route from now on. And I, for one, don't blame her in the slightest. But as always, let me know, what do you think? This next creepy video comes from Action Adventure Twins, and they specialize in cave diving and finding unmarked caves. And after finding a hole in the ground in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains, they decide to lower a GoPro with a rope down the hole to see if it opens up into a cave that they can explore. But what the camera actually picks up is pretty terrifying. I shortened it a bit for time, but you can see the full thing over on their channel. Here's that clip. Take a look.
Dude, the mystery deepens.
Not that one, this one.
We hear water down there too. There's like a whole river down there or something. Sending it. Oh, it's going there.
Wait, no, we can hit the side over there. Is it?